Ahead on today, we have Perth's only local and live 7 o'clock news, sport and weather with our mate Tim McMillan.
That's up next, just for you, Perth, when today's show continues. Thanks for watching.
With Tim McMillan, this is Today, Perth News.
A hospital in a gas leak emergency in East Fremantle. The Rolling Stones cancel their entire Australian tour as Mick Jagger reveals his heartache. And cyclist Fury, a rider in a bike lane taken down by a taxi door, then blamed. Good morning, welcome to the 7 a.m. edition of Today Perth News. There's a hospital emergency in East Fremantle this morning. Patients at the Kalia Maternity Hospital have been in lockdown. Rachel Carey, this was all sparked by a chemical scare.
Yes, Tim, the 36 patients here at Kalia Maternity Hospital in East Fremantle were in lockdown this morning after residents on nearby Wosley Road reported being awoken by what sounded like a gas leak at around 4 a.m. this morning.
We arrived and it appears that it was oxygen venting from a large car-sized cylinder at the back.
Fire crews arrived soon after and immediately set up an exclusion zone on Roseley Road between Staten Street and Alexandra Road. They quickly determined the 500 kilo leaking cylinder, the size of a small car, was leaking liquid oxygen. Authorities did consider evacuating the hospital but kept mums and babies in lockdown instead. Authorities dispersed the gas leak until gas experts arrived around 6 this morning and declared the area safe. So, Tim, a good result here for fire crews, patients and nearby residents.
Indeed it is. Rachel, thank you. There's more bad news for Rolling Stones fans this morning. The band has now cancelled its entire Australian tour following the death of Mick Jagger's partner, Loren Scott. The Perth concert was the first to go. The rest of the tour was cancelled overnight. Loren Scott was found dead in her Manhattan apartment early yesterday. It's now believed but not confirmed that Jagger is on his way back to the US. The Rolling Stones arrived in Perth on Sunday and were due to open the national tour at the Perth Arena tonight. Estelle Lewis is at their hotel. Estelle, do we know where the band members are at the moment?
Well, Tim, if they're still in Perth, they're likely to be here at the Hyatt. We've been keeping a close eye on the hotel overnight and this morning, and so far we haven't seen any movement, although it is likely that Mick Jagger has already flown back to New York alone. The band may still be here though. The Rolling Stones private jet is still sitting on the tarmac at Perth International Airport. Just after midnight last night, Mick Jagger posted a heartfelt statement about the death of his girlfriend, Loren Scott. He wrote that he's struggling to make sense of her suicide, adding, "We spent many wonderful years together and had made a great life for ourselves." Jagger paid tribute to Scott's great presence and skill as a fashion designer, saying her talent was much admired, not least by me. The singer also thanked his fans for their support, saying he's been touched by the many tributes and messages. Now, as we know, the Rolling Stones Australian tour has been cancelled, but the band's promoter says that new concert dates are being scheduled. So if you have a ticket, hold on to it and check the Rolling Stones website for more information. Tim.
Thank you, Estelle. Our roads have claimed another life overnight. A motorcyclist was killed in a crash with a four-wheel drive in North Perth.
This